those who are interested in automation with Puppeteer, let's start. So in this is a basic video. In this I will give overview on like how to install Puppeteer, what is Puppeteer, and hello world script, how like end-to-end Puppeteer script will work. So if you have previously knowledge with Selenium and XPath, then it will be beneficial, but it won't require. So only knowledge you required is like JavaScript knowledge, and Puppeteer is like very simple to start with, so you don't require external library or something, but you so for installation what all you require is node setup. So let's open terminal and node version I have, sorry, node. So I am using this node version, so you can download node. For I am using currently Mac, for Windows also you can download node.js from their official site. So you can go here and you can download this is freeware, so you can download this node.js and install it. After installing node, you need to go to command prompt or terminal, and you can put node install. So it will install all the required libraries if it already there. And now for to install Puppeteer, you need to just create one project, and you can go there and you can install like node Puppeteer. So it will install the Puppeteer. So you can see like it is fetching metadata, and after that it will also install Chromium. So to work with Puppeteer you require latest Chromium version, so it is 132.4 MB. So this is optional. So if you already have latest Chrome browser, then you must already have Chromium as well. So let's before start with let's go to their official Git page. So this is Puppeteer's Git page. So here like all the I will put this in the description, you can go through this. So currently we have Puppeteer 5.5.0 version, and they have developer site like puppeteer.dev as well. So here like first, like those who don't know what is Puppeteer. So Puppeteer is a tool from Google which allows you to use end-to-end automation with JavaScript. So Puppeteer is a DevTools API which communicates with browser, and again in browser you can communicate with page, frame, and all the context. So in Puppeteer versus Puppeteer Core, it's simple. Like Puppeteer Core don't automatically download your Chromium, and with Puppeteer it downloads the Chromium. What we'll see. So here in my project it is download the Chromium, so I am using the Puppeteer, and Puppeteer Core is lighter version of Puppeteer, you can say. So when you start the script you need to put this constant Puppeteer require Puppeteer Core, so it will automatically use that library and you can start the automation. So this is how script looks like. So I have writing my script as well. So I have like Puppeteer now installed with the latest one. So in the script you can I have created one demo.js script and Puppeteer package.json. This is optional, but you can put that. And this demo.js I have so to write this you can start with constant required equal to constant Puppeteer equal required Puppeteer. So you are creating one object from Puppeteer, and you can use Puppeteer or Puppeteer Core. So once I have Puppeteer object, I can use like Puppeteer.launch, which launch the browser. So Puppeteer is mainly known for their headless execution. So you can put headless as true and headless as false. So this is optional. By default, it will have headless equal to true. Also, you can pass some arguments in the browser. So this is to launch the browser. After launching the also you can give parameter like which screen size you want, or other arguments if you want to provide. and if you don't provide anything headless equal to false, it will automatically take headless mode only. So after that you can have constant page. So page constant comes when browser opens. So this is in new tab. I am opening one tab and I am taking it as a constant page. So this page has all the methods. Like in Selenium we have like to get XPath and all. So in this way we have there we have driver, here we have page. So those who knows uh, uh, Selenium, they can relate with that page. Those who don't know, no worries. Like with page you have all the classes to go. In next video I will go with all the classes we can have in page. So this is what page look like. So to open URL you just have to pass page.goto. So when you write await page.goto, so those who are familiar with JavaScript, await is like wait till previous arguments, previous step completes. So now I am doing page.goto and Google. So this is also a timeout and wait until parameters you can provide with goto. So it waits until it loads and it will time out after few seconds. If you don't want anything, you can directly just pass URL, so it opens the URLs. So for here, like taking screenshot is very difficult in Selenium, but here in Puppeteer you just need to pass page.screenshot example2.png. So it will create one PNG file with screenshot in same uh, file, same folder. And to wait you can provide page.wait until you have to provide await here. So it will wait for 5000 seconds and it will close. So to run this is very simple to run as well. So you need to just provide here like run argument. So node, and you can provide file name. So you can provide like node demo.js. So when you are typing this and entering, it will open one browser. Since it is headless equal to false, it is opening in Chrome browser. It is waiting for 5000 seconds. I put that wait so that you can see that browser, and it will created one example2.js, you can see. So it has taken the screenshot of Google. So to write tough script like how to use this page object, what all you can do with Puppeteer, I will put next video. So this is very introductory video. So here like we saw the architecture, I have provided this github.com link in my description. This is official git for Puppeteer. So here this is official puppeteer.dev. This is official site to start with. It has all like installation, how to install Puppeteer. So before that you need node.js as I told, and the usage is also very simple. So we will go through all the methods and page object, what all things we can do with Puppeteer in next video. So this is just installation and how Puppeteer works and what is Puppeteer basic things. Thanks for watching this video. I guess it will help for all the people who are working with automation. This is quite fast, like let me show you in headless mode as well how it works. So when I am putting headless true, so when I am running AutoJS, so why I have to see why it didn't taken, I forgot to save the file. So now I am doing in Node.js in headless mode. So this wait for is deprecated, so it is telling to wait, but it is quite fast. See, it has created again the latest file with Google. So it is quite fast in headless mode. So the main objective is to use Puppeteer is it's a headless mode. So in headless it works quite fast, and you don't require any other APIs to add, like in Selenium we used to add. And so to run in Circle CI or any other tools where we compulsory require headless mode, so it will those who don't know headless, sorry, I didn't mention, like headless is don't actually open the browser in background only. It opens page and it runs APIs and got that paths. So in that way, like if you are running in Docker, or if you are running in VM, or if you are running it in Circle CI, so those kind of scenarios, the headless makes sense, and for that it will be very helpful. So thanks for watching the video. uh, Keep following my videos and subscribe the channel. This is my first video, so if I struggle with my communication or something flaw, I will try to improve in next video. So subscribe this channel and press bell icon for more knowledge.